Hi, Spiky. You're on Spiky TV. So as it is, I found him a month ago yesterday in the street. He was literally the size of a quarter, and he's almost doubled in size in 1 month. I feed him mealworms, what is it? Freeze-dried shrimp, some pellets, and I have 2 separate containers of worms. Maybe I'll make a little video or take a picture later of them. So I have mealworms that are just regular mealworms, and then I have another container. I have 2 other containers. One, I put mealworms in this other container with the shavings and some lettuce, and then I put calcium powder in there, and I mix it all up, and I put some mealworms in there, and then the mealworms will eat the calcium, and I just keep a container of what I call my calcium worms in the fridge. And then I do the same thing with a multivitamin, a powdered multivitamin, that I put worms in a container with the multivitamin. And I have my vitamin worms and my calcium worms. And then I have my regular worms. So, like every day, he gets like 2 calcium worms, and then like every other day, he gets a vitamin worm on top of just regular worms and shrimp and pellets. Yep. So he eats really good. He has no trouble eating. I use the tongs. I never hand feed him. No matter how friendly he is, I never want him to associate my fingers and food coming out of my fingers. So I only use tongs, and that's it. And I constantly change his water. Like, I do water changes. I'll take like most of the water out, not quite all of it. Agitate the rocks a bit. Try to scoop out any poop and leftover food and whatnot that I can. I do that like every other day. And even though it might seem excessive, I've been doing a full tank cleaning like once a week to a week and a half, which I just recently got some ghost shrimp, which are supposed to help really keep the tank clean. And basically, the only reason why it gets cloudy so quickly is, one, the water isn't very high. Okay, as you can see, it's not like filled halfway or all the way to the top. So anything that goes in this water, like his poop and like leftover food, it's just gonna, dirty the water a lot faster because there's less water. And so therefore the tank will start to get a little cloudy. And I prefer him to be in nice clean water. So he's comfortable and it's healthier, and his eyes won't burn or anything while being underwater. So by doing a full tank cleaning, I'm able to take everything out and clean every rock, clean everything, wash the sand out, and just do a full cleaning. And I also rinse the filter out almost daily to every other day. And even though one filter supposed to last 1 month, that's bull. I'm changing the filter probably once a week. Just because I'm very, I don't want him to be in any cloudy water. I don't want him to, oh, he's yawning, yeah. Yeah, what are you hitting yourself in the face for? Hitting yourself in the face? So, yeah, I constantly change the filter, constantly change his water. He eats really well. He gets plenty of playtime. I take him out 1 to 2 times a day, and anywhere between like 3 to 5 minutes up to 30 minutes. I've gone over 30 minutes, I'm sure. You know, we just have a good time where we're just playing, and he's crawling all over my hands or all over me, and I sit at my desk here, I let him run around, and you know, I groom him and stuff like that. Sometimes he falls asleep in my hand. He's actually, you know, for a common snapping turtle, there's two kinds of snapping turtles. One is a common snapping turtle, which is this guy, and the alligator snapping turtle. So a common snapping turtle, like my Spiky, will live up to 40 years. So, you know, he's gonna have a long life, and he's pretty healthy. He's growing, and everything's looking good. And yeah, and there's the fish. So what else? He has his basking platform, but typically he doesn't sit on top of that platform and bask like other turtles, because snapping turtles don't typically do that. What he will do is bask in the shallow water. So he'll stay like in the water a little bit and get the heat from the lamp as well. So I still need to have it, but he likes to climb up there sometimes, climb up one side, stand there for a second. And he's hitting himself in the face. Does he have an itch or something? I've never seen him do that. You freak. You're a freak. Hey, baby. I love you. So yeah, he likes to climb over top, stand there for a second, climb down the other side. Let's see. I have sand in the front because he likes the sand, but then I have the rest in rocks. So, and the heater is back there. I had to cover the heater holes up with some rocks because for some reason, I guess with him growing, his feet, where he used to climb over the heater, when his feet were smaller, would just go in and out of the holes. But now his feet are bigger, so now it goes in, but then his foot got stuck one time. So I was like freaking out, like, oh my God, his foot's stuck. So until I can get a different type of a heater where that won't happen, I just covered up with rocks. Then what else? I also have my thermometer here. Right now it is, if you can see that, it's 80 degrees in there, which is perfect. It fluctuates between 76 and 80. And, you know, he doesn't have much. He has that bask and dock, which there's a little tunnel underneath. He likes to go in there. There's a little igloo dome right over there on the corner there. He doesn't go in that too much. He has gone in there, but the fish mainly stay in there. And then I just put this little log thing up here. He likes that. And this underneath this log thing here is where he actually sleeps at night when I turn off all the lights. But I have a night light that I keep on for him. And when I call it putting him to bed. When I put him to bed is when all the lights go out, but the night light goes on, and he knows he goes under his little thing. And he's a good turtle for a snapping turtle. He trusts me. He looks at me like I'm his mom. I absolutely have full faith that he will not ever snap me. He totally is just very calm and chill, and I love him so much, and I'm just doing everything that I'm supposed to be doing to keep him thriving and happy and healthy. His favorite thing is to come out and play. So I do realize that, and he's so good. He lets me pet him, lets me pet his head. In fact, I know he likes it because I've put him to sleep doing that. I pet his chin, his neck. I pet all around his mouth. I pet his belly. I pick up his little feet and I pet and massage his feet. I play with his tail. I do all these things. I carry him around the house. I'll sit on the couch with him, let him sit on my lap, and he'll start crawling all over my lap. I let him get used to seeing the dog, seeing the cat. Not that they'll ever come anywhere near each other, but just as far as seeing them, being in the same room. And what else, you know? I mean, I do everything with him except for physically kiss him, which I wish I could, but I'm not going to put myself at risk. So that, and I'm not talking about getting snapped, I'm talking about salmonella. You know, I thoroughly sanitize, wash, and everything after handling him and anything I would have touched, and, you know, I'm not worried about that at all. And anyway, it's not like going to kill me even if I did get it, you know. Just go to the doctor, get some medicine, and I'll be okay. Not that I want to get it, but so there he is, my little snapping turtle, which who doesn't snap? Only when he eats, and that's it. He is very friendly, and he's only gonna stay this way, and when he gets bigger and bigger and bigger, I'm very confident that we're gonna just have a very good relationship, and that's it. You know, if I didn't rescue him when I did, he was gonna be dead. He would not be here now. So I'm very grateful knowing that I saved him and giving him this life. You know, it's just one little turtle, but hey, you know, there he is. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. So I have done hours and hours of research on my little snapping turtle. So I almost can consider myself an expert at this point. I even have a vet for him, which I don't have to bring him in unless I think he's sick for like another month or two. But I have a vet for him. It's a reptile specialist in I think it's Rhinebeck, I think, or I forget where it is. It's around here somewhere. And yeah, so if anybody ever comes across a little snapping turtle and wants to keep it, I am free for any questions because I have the answers. Trust me. You know. Miss Spiky. Here's my little guy. So there it is. Nice Spiky. Say bye. Spiky TV. Woohoo!